concept of the Ghalca top 4 was to give the team that will play in Africa preparation in a more competitive game. So that's good. The fixtures, obviously, you are always going to see it like that. But I think I agree with Movement with respect to one match a day. Maybe it should have been 6 p.m. So that at least fans that will go to work can come and watch the game. And also, I think now it should be free gates. Fans will just come and just enjoy the game and go home. But because of logistics, we can't play one match a day.
That's
because
definitely.
We don't have the logistics. We don't have other things. We can't stretch it to a 1 week festival. Ideally, it should be a 1 week festival like we see in Europe where they play competitions for fans to enjoy because it's an off season. Fans need to at least appreciate this kind of tournament. But as Moment said, logistics is the problem. Maybe subsequently we'll work on it. Another thing that I want to pay attention to was the Kotoko game. Kotoko was wearing a jersey that has the brand.
Sure, I think we'll definitely come to the jersey, right. But then we need to quickly your predictions. We need to join the feed now.
Well, I think it has to focus victory the first half or a draw.
Okay, all right. You already said has to win. Yeah. Okay, right now let's quickly go over to the University of Ghana Stadium to bring you the live feed. It is going to be between Accra Hearts of Oak, who are in their traditional colors, who are taking on Hearts of Lion.
And they are here to battle for the ultimate trophy at stake. For Heart of Lions in their very wonderful blue sky jerseys over white shorts, and the Phobians, as always, in their wonderful rainbow colors. To also ready here to face and to take on their opponent from Kwando, Heart of Lions. My name is Benjamin Yemo Benghazi, and I'm in here with my colleague Jones RG.
Well, if anything is the Home World Cup is anything to go by, we saw some interesting games. Performances from those boys that we saw when they took on each other in the Home World Cup, and of course, Coach Bashir Hayford has brought on some new boys. We'll be talking about them, but I feel that this game is going to be interesting, and I think that it will be different from the Home World Cup.
Absolutely. So this is the second game for match day 1. Earlier on, Kodoko lost to the defending Ghana Premier League champions. Will be any goal starts at 2-1. Which team wins this game? Hearts of Oak or Heart of Lions? Up on your screens. Now you see the attendance at the Legon Stadium. The fans out there, the Heart of Oak lineup there for you is Sharif Shaub in goal, Yao Amankwa, Befi, Ali Mohammed, Ransford Mensah, Abdul Karim, Rocky Jamana makes a debut for them from Kodoko. Kwesi Asma, David Oponwa Fani, Mauli Wayo, Enoch Subonten, and Frank Duku are the men on the bench. Benjamin Sari and the others on the bench for Accra who are coached by Gidi Dramani on the side. And the Phobians are in their wonderful rainbow jerseys with, of course, blue shorts to match, ready for battle here at the Legon Stadium. Second game, and they have coach Gidi Dramani, a very experienced campaigner, ex-Black Star deputy coach in the dugouts for Hearts of Oak, and the men in charge of the game today ready also to get us going. Now the toss of coin to decide which team defend which side and kick off as well, being done by our match officials for match day 2 live on GH1 TV. Is a coverage of top 4, and we are ready here. So it looks as though the toss has been won by Kwando, and they have chosen to defend, if you like, the Medina end of the Legon Stadium. And there are officials on your screens: Emmanuel Agraham, Richard Nati, Abdullah Hassan, and Selom Yao Bless, the 4 men in charge of the evening encounter here at the Legon Stadium. We are live and ready. Heart of Lions, Lawrence Osais in goal, Ibn Anan Aban, the captain, Dogli Eche, Rubin Henise, Yao Danso, Bismarck Enin, Samuel Buanma, Isias Aqua, Obin Jr., Paul Atta, and Chauncey Sharif, the 11 for Lions. On the bench, Dansu Redu and the others, and coached by the very experienced man that he is for you. Very experienced campaigner for the Ghana Premier League. He won it severally. Top 4, he's won it 3 times actually, with Lions, with Kotoko, and Goldfuls or Ashgold. That is Coach Bashir Hayford there for you. That's Lions. And all is set for the big clash here. The Phobians, there's a bench Asari Benjamin.
So we see goalkeeper, Black Stars goalkeeper Benjamin Asari, the likes of Kelvin Oseibe, with some smiles there. Obviously, they know why coach decided to bring in some of the new boys so that they can actually have a taste of that game. We see a total different lineup from both teams. The last time we saw Benjamin Asari starting, even Kelvin Oseibe starting, and then for Kwando Hearts of Lions, a new boy, Freeman Chauncey, the 22-shirted man, also coming in. And then we also know that young, exciting chap Ishmael Ado is not in the squad today, not on the bench as well, being given some rest by coach. And then there you see goalkeeper Lawrence Osei, yes, who did so well last season, making sure that they kept that second place, keeping some great clean sheets for his side.
All is set, and we are ready here at the UG Stadium for kickoff here, live on GHN, and we are underway. The Phobians kicking us off. They are playing or defending the Accra Mall end of the stadium, if you like. And so we are underway here. It is Heart of Lions who already are on the ball, but they will lose out. Back is Lions. Lions trying to orchestrate a few things here in the game at the University of Ghana Stadium. And of course, Bismarck in the man on the left side. He controls the ball. He gets the ball to his man in the middle. Ebenezer Annan, long ball in full, but that will go straight to a Phobian player and has to take over. It's obviously the Phobians who just some few days ago won over the same team in the World Cup and will try to make amends. That's for Lions in this game against the Phobians. Obeng Jr. goes our players go on.
Well, we spoke to some of the Lions folks and they made us understand that the World Cup was just a giveaway and we're going to see a proper match there. Now here they come for Benghazi.
Obeng now with a shot, but it flies over the upright. That was the first opportunity. And Obeng Jr. 7 intentions of Lions under a minute with that effort which flew over the upright. So goal kick there for Accra to folk. Sharif, the goalie for Hatterfolk. He leaves it though for Godwin Kujo. A poor one from him though, but fortunately the ball got off touch now for a goal kick for Accra to folk.
Talking about Obeng Jr., who faced the same side some 3 days ago at the Accra Sports Stadium. You see him had some good chances that he could have, gotten a goal for the Lions. But then I hope that he would be hoping to get some of these chances again this time around and getting the indications very clear with that long ball in there.
So Sharif on the ball for Alto Folk in his own area. He has to be careful. He takes a long one at full, but Alto will go for a throw-in. Throw-in it is for Accra to folk. Accra to folk with a throw-in on the left side. That is a Subon thing.
I think that's Ransford Mensah.
Absolutely. Well, ball will not stay in play as he goes out of touch for what should be a throw-in for Kwando Heart of Lions. Yao Danso picks the ball up for Lions. A throw-in it is for Lions. He throws one down now. Obeng Jr. with a flick. Fortunately gets to his own player and headed powerfully by the captain for the side for Kwando Heart of Lions. That was Ruben Hennessy with a clearance. Now to the left side, it goes now to Bismarck Inning. Inning locates him on the left side. He splits but recovers in time. And the ball still in play for Kwando Heart of Lions. That should be Freeman, the new man, who's an attack for the team, but the attack breaks down though. And on the ball now is Hearts of Folk. Out the ball go for a throw-in for Accra.
Well, I think it's just been fair for now. And talking about the new boys that we see in the folk of Kwando Hearts of Lions, we have Dogli in there sporting the number 9 shirt, H.A. Dogli, who was signed from Banana Inn. And then, of course, we also have Elias Aqua in the 32 shirt from Shooting Stars. And, of course, the match talked about striker, who we are talking about, Freeman Chauncey in the 22 shirt. Very short, but let's see what he has for the Kwando lads.
So number of debutants for Lions in this game today. They are new players who have been recruited by the Lions team, and they've been given their debut appearance in this encounter here at the UG Stadium. That's a new striker for Hearts of Folk, who scored last weekend against the same side he's taking on today, Frank Duku. with an effort, but it goes out of touch for a throw-in for Lions. Ball thrown in for Kwando Heart of Lions, who try to move into the areas now. Lawrence Osei rolls one down. He gets the ball to his man, Yao Danso. Danso gets the ball to Hennessy Rubin. Rubin gets the ball at full now, but attack will break down and out the ball go for what should be a throw-in for Heart of Lions. Ball thrown in by Bismarck Enin. Good play between Chansa and, of course, Opin Jr., but attacks breaks down. Every says that should be an infringement, though, for Kwando Heart of Lions.
Well, I mean, we will need referee to have a firm grip on this game, and I think the first game we saw a good refereeing as well. So it will just, I mean, obviously we don't have VAR here, so the linesman and everyone would need to come to play and help this.
Chance for Lions, and a shot coming from the new man from Liberia.
Yeah, Chauncey Freeman.
Freeman Chauncey with that effort, but over the upright. Well, throwing actually. I thought it was over. Throwing actually for Accra to folk. 5 minutes done in the first half.
It's the first game for the Lions, his first game in Ghana football. So I mean that.
Imagina un banco en tu bolsillo en el que consigues millas aéreas con los red points que generan.
Folk. He goes back to and all the way to Sharif Shuab in goal for Folk. He rolls one out to the right side now. He finds his man. That is indeed Amankwa. Amankwa on the ball now for Accra Folk. But attack will break down, and there it is. Atta on the ball for Kwando Heart of Lions. His effort though cleared. The referee has blown for an infringement for Accra Folk. The new import from Liberia seems to have a lot to offer. Freeman fouling Heart of Folk's captain for the evening, Abdul Karim, though. So an infringement it is for Heart of Folk. Karim locates his colleague in defense today for Accra Heart of Folk. That is Ali Mohammed. Mohammed back to Karim. Karim gets the ball out for by attack, breaks down, and on the ball is Kwando Heart of Lions. The player was stripped, so referee has blown for an infringement for Kwando Heart of Lions.
Well, I mean, a different setup, and then I'm sure it's a different story or game plan for Coach Bashir. Last time we saw the likes of Guto and then also the likes of Chrissy Pong all in play when they faced Hearts of Oak 3 days ago. But this time around, it's a different attack, and Coach Bashir for bringing in the new boys. Obviously, the Ghalca top 4 is in for us to enjoy, but also for him to prepare the season and see what the new boys can bring into play.
Hennessy on the ball for Kwando Heart of Lions now. He has to go back. He does so, and he finds Aban. Out the ball, go for a throw-in for Hearts of Oak. Throw-in for the Phobians, picked up on the left side by Accra Hearts of Oak, and that is Ransford Mensah. The left back for the Phobians. He throws one down now. Ball cleared to by Open Jr. The ball drops in the midfield areas, but straight to Hearts of Oak. Control beautifully. That is Karim. Ball cleared now by Amponsa. And on the ball now is Lions. Danso with a clearance straight to Obing Jr. He's so strong. Referee says play should go on. Karim for Hearts of Oak. A poor pass back straight to a player in defensive areas now. Hearts of Oak will lose out. Obing Jr. cannot get to the ball. Hearts of Oak are back on the ball now. On the ball again for Hearts of Oak is Ransford Mensah. Ransford controls the ball. Now, beautiful play back to his goalkeeper in Sharif. Sharif controls with no player on him, so he has to go back. He does so and finds his colleague in defense for Accra Hearts of Oak, Ali Mohammed. But attack will break down, and Danso will find the attacking areas for Lions. On the ball now is Obing Jr. He looks up, but the pass is good now. Chance for Kwando Heart of Lions, but the attack will break down. The pass coming in from
Samuel Kwanzaa. I think Samuel Kwanzaa could have hit that harder, and Hearts of Oak would have been in trouble. But then again, we see great build up from the Lions, and patiently both teams will go into the game, Benghazi.
Absolutely. A player of Hearts of Oak is down. Looks like it is Wayo. Looks like Maoli Wayo is on the turf. There it is.
Foul, yeah.
The replay of the foul or the incident there. Maoli Wayo was clearly caught by the Lions midfielder.
Yeah, Bismarck in him on the left side.
So an infringement it is for Hearts of Oak. Maoli Wayo, one of the key men for Hearts of Oak, together with Hamza Issa in attack. Always dangerous with a new man, Duku Frank. Free kick for Hearts of Oak, taken in there by captain for the evening. Hearts of Oak. On the right side, Karim Abdul. He has to look for options. He has to go back to Dasso. And he finds Ali Mohammed. Now to Sharif. Sharif back to Ali. Ali controls. Beautiful play from him now. And Freeman, your friend, slips. Ali on the ball so far. So he goes in full to Duku Frank. But the pass is poor. And a chance. Well, how is that offside? The linesman's flag is up. And Nia J is livid on the sidelines. It was a back pass from Duku.
Well, Benghazi and the rules will come to play here again. And I'm sure the assistant one got it wrong there. It was a back pass, as you said. And that should have stood. That should have been a chance for Accra Folk to get a shot on target. But the linesman got it wrong, Ben.
He got it wrong. Update game. That's resumed. And Folk have the ball on the right side, I should say. Captain for the side. He goes back and finds Sharif. Sharif back to Karim. He looks for options. Poor pass from him again. And he kicks the ball away to Oping Junior 9 midfield. Oping goes upfield, but the pass from Oping was not good enough to be cleared by Ali. But straight to ending for Heart of Lions. Lions are on the ball. The referee has blown for an infringement though for Hartlepool. They're live on GH1 TV, live also on Ago TV and also on Star FM. A coverage of the top 4 live at the UG Stadium at Legon. A second game for match day 1. Heart of Folk 0, Heart of Lions 0. The earlier game saw Kodoko lose to the Biani Gold Stars by 2-1. Long ball across field, but ball be cleared after the Heart of Folk player slipped. Ball still lacking dangerously though, but out comes Seth Osei, Lawrence Osei rather, sorry, and says coolly for Bando Heart of Lions. Osei rolls one down. He locates him on the right side. That is indeed Danso. Danso gets the ball, but the ball will go out of touch now for throw in for Bando Heart of Lions. He throws one down out of being Junior. Back to Danso. Danso controls the ball for his team. He has to go back. He does so. He finds Hennessy. Hennessy locates his man. Aban. Aban will look for options. So on the ball, Ebenezer Aban, the captain for the side. He balloons the ball. When after the balloon, he gets the ball in for the ball from him though to Samuel Kwanzaa. Back to the defensive areas now to Hennessy. Hennessy controls the ball for Bando Heart of Lions. He has to go back. He does so. Finds his captain for the side. Aban on the ball for Bando Heart of Lions. Looks up now. Goes in for a long ball over the top. Nobody in particular asked goalkeeper for Hartlepool.
You can see what they're trying to do. They want to draw out the Phobian boys and let them come. And then when the spaces are left behind, they know they have so much space up front. The new boy, Chauncey, obviously, is a very fast man. And then, of course, they also have Obeng Jr., who is strong and can also go very fast. So another waste of a kick there. That's what happens when you put so much pressure on.
They are pressing the Hartlepool players in their own half and pressing so well. Danso with the throw-in for Heart of Lions. Looking for options. He does so and finds one in. Obeng Jr. ball cleared and out he goes for a throw-in for Accra. Ball is cleared by Enoch Subontain and out for a throw-in. And of course the ball now is captain for the Lion side, Aban. He looks for options, looks for the man on the left side, Bismarck Inin. Inin on the left side, he has to go back, he does so and finds the captain for the side, Aban. Aban controls the ball. He now gets the ball to Hennessy. I love his name so much. Hennessy controls the ball, looks for options. Diagonal pass across field now to Danso. Controls beautifully on the right side, turns around beautifully. He has a man on him. Can he outwit him? He does so. In the box they go, ball cleared out. He goes for a corner kick for Bando Heart of Lions.
Well, good play so far. Patient build up from the Bando lads in the home World Cup. That's how it started. They had their chances. I mean, the build up play was good, and then they could not take their chances. They considered 2 goals in the first half. To make things right, they need to get some of these chances and make some goals out of them.
Corner kick for Bando Heart of Lions. Bismarck in, the man with a quarter left foot behind the corner kick duties for Bando Heart of Lions. Look at that tussle. Aban, the man in the box. It comes in now. Good one from him. Well, that was too long a cross from him. The ball kept in play though. Aban with a cross. Another long one. A chance for Lions. He has the ball down and ball has been cleared by Karim for Hartlepool. Again, a cross comes from Bismarck. Another wasteful one from him, headed out. And has to clear the lines finally. But Kwando will come again with another ball. Ding dong affair now. Ball drops though for Maoli Wayo. Good ball to right side now. They go. Hatsofoka breaking now to Hamza Issa. Cross comes in from him. But the attack breaks down. And Kwando are back on the ball. Lions with the ball in their own half through Captain Aban. Aban looks for options. Long one from him. It drops. Control beautifully there by. But attack will break down again. Oh, what a chance there. Obing Jr. And it has been missed by Obing Jr. What a chance for Obing Jr. to make amends.
What was the goalkeeper thinking? Why did he come out the Ghazi? And he came out, and Obing Jr. had a lot of options. He could have found a colleague. He could have dribbled the goalkeeper. He chose the first time option. He went for the first time, and look at that again. And a brilliant workout from the Kwando lads. Ebenezer Aban, captain of the side. And then when the ball came in, you see that they lost. Hearts of Oak lost the ball. Poor pass.
It was a back pass
Again, another poor one, and it fell to
his kick.
Yes, and it fell to him. He had another option. He could have dribbled the goalkeeper and laid it with his right foot, or even found a colleague. He went for the first time and over. Went for.
Wow, what was Shaib doing there? The keeper for Hearts of Oak. Well, anyway, throwing for Lions, thrown in by Danso. He finds Hennessy. Hennessy goes back to his colleague in defense in Aban. Aban controls. Back to Danso on the right side. Danso controls the ball on the right side for Kwando out of Lions. He has to go back to his goalkeeper. And Lawrence Osei will save coolly for the Kwando lads. Long kick from him was a bit wasteful, so out will go for throw-in for Hearts of Oak. The fullback to the throw-in at this stage. Ball picked up by Ransford Mensah for the throw-in. Ransford with a throw for Hearts of Oak. He throws one down, but straight to a Kwando player. Ball drops though, and Kwando will lose out on the ball. Now is striker for the side. Duku Frank gets the ball to Ransford. All the way to Kutuba for the side. Sharif controls the ball in his own half. He looks up, long one from Sharif. It drops to Yao Amankwa. Amankwa straight to that's one thing. And after goes for a throw-in. Ball with the phobians in your own half. Drop, but cannot be controlled out. He goes for a goal kick for Kwando Hearts of Lions.
Well, what I've seen from Accra Suffolk under coach Masudi Dramani in recent times, from the President's Cup and then to the, that's goalkeeper Lawrence Osei there. But then talking about Accra Suffolk, what I've seen from them is long balls. They want to use the long balls, especially when the team plays on the high line. They used one of those long balls to score against Kwando Hearts of Lions the last time around. So maybe the long balls might work for them.
It might work for them. On the ball, though, is Lawrence Osei. A long kick from him into the Hasselhoff half. Ball clear, though. And ball still in play. A tussle between the Suwonti and the others. Out to go for a throw-in. Throw-in it is for Hasselhoff. Ball picked up by the Phobians. Yao Amankwa Befi with a throw-in for Hasselhoff. Befi throws one down. Long one, and referee or a Sunlight man's flag is up for an infringement against Hearts of Oak.
You talk about the new boys. 18 minutes of play done so far, and Captain Aban leading his charges. But then I want to talk about the new boys and how good they've been, especially in midfield. The number 9, the man with the afro, the man with the lots of hair, Echedogli, has been bossing the midfield. Don't forget that he's playing in the same role as Ishmael Ado, who is not here today. We know he's resting his feet, but then he's resting. I think Ishmael Ado has made, Echedogli has made a good account of himself.
Whoa, what's happening to the Hasbrook defense?
They're all over the place, Benghazi.
Early days, though, we need to settle into the game so quick. Lawrence Osei with the ball there for Kwando out of Lions. Long ball to the area, ball flicked on by Opin Jr. Controlled there powerfully by the attack, and that's a Kwanzaa. But out the ball go for a throw-in for Atofuk. We'll leave it for Ransford Mensah. Ransford Mensah puts the ball up for Atofuk. Throw-in for the Philippines under the floodlight. He throws one into the area of his. Well, Harris has to be quick. He does so and locates him on the right side among quite bare feet. Could not control and out he goes.
Hearts of Oak have been up. They've been so bad at the backside, and they need to be very, very careful because Lions will be looking to punish them. And if any of these mistakes fall on the right side of Lions, well, Benghazi, you might see a goal.
Chance for Lions. Well, a shot coming in over the upright. It goes. That was a chance for one out of Lions, but his effort flying over the upright. And that is Paul Atta. Atta shot flying off target.
He did everything right, but then the shot, he could have just laid a pass, put it on his right foot, and he went for the first time shot. I think they are too eager because Hearts of Oak have been jittery, and now you see they don't want to play out from the back, and goalkeeper Ashewu will decide to go for a long one in now because in recent times or in the past few minutes, their passing out from the back has been bad, and if it continues, they might be punished by the Lions.
Absolutely long ball into the half of Lions, headed down by the Phobians. It's been a ding-dong affair so far. An infringement, of course, Eche Dogley.
Yeah, the new boy from Banana Inn. Yeah.
Banana Inn.
Yes.
Down so much.
Yes.
Has spoken the ball in their own half through Ali Mohammed. Ali Mohammed controls the ball in his own half. Back to captain for the side, Abdul Karim. Karim looks for options. Long ball by the top, headed down though by the defenseman. And on the ball again is Eche. Eche gets the ball to Aban. Aban with a clearance for Lions. The ball drops to Karim. Karim now finds his man, Maoli Wayu, on the right side. He goes in full by the 4-1 from Hamza. And the attack will break down. An infringement in favor of Kwando out of Lions. Aban again on the ball for Lions now. Aban, the captain for the side. Express play to the right side. He locates Danso. Danso trying to go past his man. He cannot stop there in his tracks by Esubonting enough for Atofuk. Esubonting will look for his men in attacking areas. Esubonting again controls. He has to go back to that, so he finds Ransford Mensah. And a poor pass. And out the ball go for a throw-in for Heart of Lions. The ball from Opon Afrani was very, very poor. Opon Afrani was a poor one from him. How the ball go for what I'm not too sure. Referee has blown for an infringement.
Yeah, it says he handled the ball with his arm, so probably a foul against Obeng Jr. who would be looking to punish his old side, Benghazi.
Free kick for Atofuk.
And there you see assistant coach Enim. And again, a chance for us to relook at the foul against Obeng Jr.
There he is, the man who played for Atofuk some few years ago. Now playing for Heart of Lions, Obeng Jr. A game restarts. Atofuk with the ball in their own half. In midfield now, long ball to the area, but another poor effort straight to Lawrence Osei in goal for Kwando Heart of Lions. Lawrence still with the ball. Finally throws one down to the left side now.
I don't know if the 8 seconds rule has started working in Ghana, but we know sure. it's working in the English Premier League.
Not too sure it applies in Ghana yet. Ball thrown in by Yao Amankwa Befi. Out the ball go for a throw in this time in favor of Kwando out of Lions. Lions with a throw in.
Well, Kwando out of Lions, and this season. They got 17 wins in the Ghana Premier League, and then of course had 8 defeats, and then went on to 9 draws. Well, in those draws, they also played Accra Suffolk. They were here in Accra and lost to Accra Suffolk, and of course also they beat Accra Suffolk when they came to Kwando. So it's been fair for this side, and let's see who come out tops in this one, Ben.
Hearts of Oak trying to move into attacking areas, but attack again will break down. Hennessy will control in his own half. He finds Danso. Danso on the ball now for Lions. Back to Hennessy. Hennessy looks for options. A long one in field. Controlled beautifully by Kwanzaa. Turns his marker inside a good ball. Looking for the run of attack. A ball be cleared by Sharif for Hearts of Oak. And attack seems to have come off worse from that challenge from Sharif Shaoub.
The goalkeeper's area, and he did the right thing. He had to be sure that he went in for the ball, but then Atta would also surely come out for the ball. You can never give a foul for that. So good goalkeeping from goalkeeper Sharif
Shuaib coming off his line to clear the line, trying to get that chance or that ball for Hearts of Oak.
I think what coach is trying to do, but then again, you see that chance. Good play from Samuel Kwanzaa. He sends the ball in, and Freeman was lost. He would have gotten control of that ball. Atas was focused on the ball. He came out, but then goalkeeper had different options, and Atta is now down in pain. Also, you see the plan from coach. Was the name coach of Accra Suffolk. There you see the Phobians enjoying some good football and some good jama or morale. But then talking about what coach Dini Gaman is trying to do here, he wants to give opportunities to the other players as well to come in. This is a chance for you to make a name, to write a good report before the league starts. So the Ghalca Top 4 obviously giving a chance to some of these new players to make a good report of themselves.
A throw in for Hearts of for Lions rather. From the left side, Bismarck inning picks the ball up. He throws one down for Lions. Gets the ball to Aban. Aban with a shot from distance. The ball has been blocked, and on the ball now is Eche. That will break down though. Hearts of Oak, and again, going to give the ball away. They recover the ball beautifully though. Hearts of Oak trying to break into attacking areas. Can they do it? Referee has blown for an infringement for Hearts of Oak. Frank Duku brought down from Vision FC, brought down by Aban. So an infringement for the Phobians.
Well, it's been a cool game so far, and I think that the way both teams have carried themselves, and especially Hearts of Oak have been patient now, because we saw in the early part of this game a lot of mistakes from them, and they resorted to long balls now. But Kwando are still a threat, even with those long balls.
2 men behind the free kick for Hearts of Oak. Domina Rocky together with Ransford Mensah. They are behind the free kick for Hearts of Oak. They've got options to look for in the box. There they are. Domina Rocky and Ransford Mensah behind the free kick for Hearts of Oak. It is Domina with an swinger that was too long and straight to goalkeeper Lawrence Osei for Lions. Osei's hashed or that's a poor one. Straight to Rocky. Rocky again on the ball for Hearts of Oak. So he's stopping his tracks. The ball cleared now by Hearts of Oak. And out the ball go for a throw in for Kwando out of Lions. Clearance coming in from Ali Mohammed. Throw in wasted perhaps by Lions. And so the Phobians would have throw in for themselves. Picked up by Yao Amankwa. Amankwa to Rocky Domina. Back to Amankwa. Amankwa locates captain for the side Abdul Karim. Karim back to Sharif. In go for Hearts of Oak. Sharif on the ball. Goes in full now to Jamina. Straight to Karim. Karim back to Sharif. Sharif been pressed. So goes in with a long clearance to the right side. Headed powerfully. Ball still in play. Referee will blow though for an infringement for Accra to Oak.
8 minutes of play done so far, Ben, and so far so good as compared to what we saw in the World Cup, where these two sides met again. 2 different personnel deployed by both coaches, and I can see that so far Lions have had the upper hand and have had the clearest of chances to get a goal.
It's interesting to see or notice that Hearts of Oak have put some very key players on the bench. Benjamin Asare is on the bench.
Yeah.
Hamza Issa is on the bench together with also Kelvin Osei SCB. These are on the bench.
I told you that the Ghalca Top 4 is also an opportunity to test new players, to give opportunity to players. Don't forget that he's a new coach, and this is his third game for the club, and he'll be looking to see what some of the boys that he's here to give opportunities to can bring on board, and then if they'll be part of his long-term plans, or if you need a reinforcement ahead of the new Premier League season.
So the front three for Hartlepool today is Maoli Wayo, Enoch Subontin, and Frank Duku. The man in the middle leading the lines for Accra Hartlepool. 0-0, 29 minutes done in the first half. Game 2, day 1. Hartlepool, Heart of Lions. Live at the UG Stadium. Free kick for Heart of Lions on the left side. Bismarck Enin. He goes in full now to Hennessy. Hennessy looks up. Ball across field. Looking for the run of down. So can he get the ball to him? Ball cleared though, and out he goes for a throw-in. Corner kick, sorry, for Lions. Free kick for the clearance coming from Enoch Esubontin. Sharif speaking to his men to be ready for the corner kick. Position yourself very well for the corner kick from Sharif Shuab Bartofo. Corner kick taken again by Bismarck Aidin. Looks to be the main man for all the quick duties. He goes in now with a good one. It drops a chance, and what a miss from attack once again. Free head out the last end of the goal area. But his connection missing direction, and out he goes for a goal kick.
A very good corner kick from Bismarck Enin, and I went right into the mix of things. All he needed to do was find the target, ball attack, but then his header went just off at the post.
Paul attack getting it all wrong. He got it all wrong. Game goes on though. Freeman for Lions. Looks for options to Enin. Enin goes in full. Still Lions trying to move. Freeman goes in, but referee has blown for an infringement for Hartlepool.
And attack cannot believe it.
David Okwafani was brought down, and the referee blew for an infringement for Hartlepool. Was again there by Abdul Karim. There it is again now. Freeman 10 is marker inside out.
Strong play from Chauncey Freeman, and you see that, I mean, he's very short, but trust me, he's a very strong player, and you see how he got the place of the ball, but the referee says it was a foul against Lions.
Duku going for Hartlepool, but Lawrence is out to save fully for Lions.
Good experience from Ebenezer Abani there, and he's been doing this with the Lions for some time now, and he's been in the league for some time now as well, and I mean, it was just right for him to just hold up the attacker for his goalkeeper Lawrence, whose kick is out of play for 2-win.
Throw-in picked up by Yao Amankwa Befi. He leaves it though. That's what leaving it now for Yao Amankwa Befi.
Former Kotoko player.
Absolutely. Befi picks the ball up. He throws one down. Ball will be stopped by Lions. Attack controls beautifully in midfield. Paul attack. He goes down. Referee has blown for an infringement for Lions.
Right. So I mean, with 32 minutes of play done so far, and we yet to see a goal. But then, in the last 10 meetings, Lions have scored 10 goals, while Heart of Oak have scored 11 goals. So these games are not short of goals, and we expect that we'll get some goals soon. But then, so far, Heart of Oak, we've not seen some good attacking play from them. We have to see some good attacking play from them. But I believe that as time goes on, they would come into the game. And then for Lions, they need to take their chances, because in games like this, just like we saw on Sunday, they had clear-cut chances, but then before they knew it, Heart of Oak were celebrating.
Whoa, Heart of Oak trying to play from the back, and they give the ball away. Freeman, referee has blown for an infringement. But what was that the Phobians were trying to do at the back?
I mean, I thought they had changed their pusher, and then you see Eric Eliadi with the Kwando team there. Not happy at all with the decisions of referee Emmanuel Graham, but then he's in charge and he has the final say, Ben.
So game does go on. Lions are back on the ball again in midfield. Beautiful play. Eche gets the ball out full to Freeman. That was too strong. But ball be cleared now by Heart of Oak. Attack again will break down. The referee says play should go on, and play does go on. Long ball, but that goes straight to Hennessy. Hennessy locates his goalkeeper, Lawrence Osei. Osei with a good passing full, but straight. And out of touch, he goes for a throw-in.
Hearts of Oak are trying to play out from the back bend, and you see that they had to stop for some time going for the long balls. They are back at it, trying to get to what the coach has asked them to do, and it's getting dangerous for them. It is putting the fans on pins, nails, and tenterhooks. We need to be very, very careful. If not, one of these mistakes might cause them bend.
Ransford Mensah with a throw-in for Hearts of Oak. He throws one down, deep into the Lions' house. A ball has been cleared. And on the ball beautifully is the Panzer. Out the ball go now for a throw-in. And throw-in for Hearts of Oak. Ransford throws one in, looking for Frank Duku. But straight to Lawrence was saying instead in go for Lions. Eche releases his man, Bismarck Enin. Enin is passes good to Atta now. We are breaking loose. Atta on the ball now. He shoots and off target. Selfish play from Atta again. He had so many men to look for in the box, about 3 of them, but he chose to go for a shot instead of a cross.
What was Paul Atta doing? Benghazi, Chauncey Freeman was lurking in there, or Ben Jr. was in the box. All he needed to do was find a simple cross, and he would have found a man there. He went for glory again, and now they would have to defend this. But I told you about how they create chances, miss them, and then they see Hearts of Oak celebrating later. You need to be very careful and take their chances, Paul Atta.
Kwesi Asma just gave the ball away to Lions on our occasion. Eche on the ball now for Lions to Danso. Danso now finds Hennessy. Hennessy now finds his goalkeeper, Lawrence Osei. Back to Eche. Eche controls the midfield, looks for options. He has to go back. He does, but a poor pass from him though. And the chase is on. Ball won by Maoli Wayo, who has been brought down. And referee has blown for an infringement for Hearts of Oak. It's a free kick for Hearts of Oak. A clear infringement on Maoli Wayo by Bismarck Enin. So a yellow card has been issued by the referee on Bismarck Enin. See, once again, Wayo was first to that ball, and Enin just jumped into him. Yellow card.
Nowhere near the ball, Enin, and he was going nowhere. He was going nowhere, obviously, to sending across, but then he could have done it a bit calmer or cooler, and a deserved yellow card for the left back.
Free kick for Hearts of Oak. This could be dangerous. Lawrence Osei in goal is ready for this. He has got men as well to defend this. Jamina Rocky, the man behind the free kick for Hearts of Oak, together with Ransford Mensah. Mensah and Jamina will try and orchestrate some magical moves for the Phobians. Can they work some magic? Jamina leaves it for Mensah. Comes in a good one. Goal! Ransford Mensah makes it 1 for Hearts of Oak. Kick came in. Some confusion in the box of Lions. And the ball ended up in the net for the first goal here for Hearts of Oak.
Lawrence Osei and his defensemen cannot believe it. And it was a good free kick. And straight from the spot, it went in. The goalkeeper obviously did not have a chance to see what was coming. And Coach Bashir Hayford is down quite not and see what hit them there. But then it was a good free kick from the Phobians. And I told you about chances. Ebenezer Aban had that chance to clear the ball, but then a good one for Ransford Mensah. Hearts of Oak 1, Bando out of Lions 0. Would we see another story? But the fans don't care. All they can care and say is arose. Be quiet and don't be. Oh, you already know.
Absolutely. So it's Hearts of Oak 1, Hearts of Lions 0. But the Lions team will move into attacking areas now through Ben Jr. He finds Panzer. Panzer gets the ball upfield now, but that could break down. But they regain the ball again through Panzer. He's so strong. Referee has gone for an infringement for Panzer out of Lions.
Football is always unfair, Ben. You have the greatest of chances, and now Paul Atta would be ruining all the chances and the time that he had to just put a simple pass in so that he could find men who would have scored a goal for him. And now they're down by a goal to nothing. Just like what we saw in the first game, Kotoko had all those chances, they didn't take them, and then just one.
Brigade comes in for Lions. Baba has been cleared, and out he goes for a corner kick for Lions. Ransford mentioned the goal scorer with a clearance for the Phobians. Can Lions get a leveler before the break?
Let's see. Time will tell.
Guess who's coming for this corner kick?
Corporate for the foul.
I
said there was no need for that. And Bismarck he will be hoping that his cross can get an assist. Listen, you never know. Get a Cunha goal. We saw last season in the English Premier League, 4 goals.
He needs to pull some redemption for his team. After he gave out the free kick that led to the goal, can he redeem himself and his team? It is Bismarck Enin on this corner kick duty for Heart of Lions. He has men in the box to look for. He goes in now. In swinger, it is a good one. And Sheriff is out. Ball drops though. And coolly saved there by Sheriff. Schwab.
Yeah, he came out the first time. He didn't get it. But then another shot on target from Freeman, who has been up and doing so far. And now Hearts of Oak can easily play out from the back bench.
They do so. Long ball, but that was clearly an offside on Mauli Ubayo. He was clearly offside. So the linesman's flag quickly went up, and he's been flagged accordingly by the referee. Hearts of Oak up 1-0 against Lions. 40 minutes played. Match day 1, second game. Top 4. Action here at UG Stadium in Legon. Free kick for Lions. Aban. Ebenezer. He rolls one down to Hennessy. Hennessy gets to the wall first. Whoa. Hennessy releases the ball though. That was quite tricky on his part though, but he's back on the ball. He now finds Aban. Aban is being fouled. That was quite dangerous from Duku. He seems to have stepped on the ankle of Aban. And Aban is in so much pain.
That's a poor one from Frank Duku. I mean, it's a Ghalca top 4. The competition needs to come in, but then these players have been preparing for a very long time and need to be good up and doing for a season proper. So we wouldn't want to see tackles like this, especially when you've already lost the ball.
And he's still down, but the fans in the stands, some mixture of Lions fans, not too happy. Some players of Gold Stars also up in the stands watching on. They have Kodoko players and the coach
Karim Zito
also watching on as well after their first game. Kodoko losing to the BNE Gold Stars like 2-1. They are here watching on because they'll play one of these two sides in the next game on Friday.
Obviously. So we know that on Friday the Rainbow Boys will take on Biani Gold Stars, and then if you know that story, yes, Kotoko
shouting out, backing at the player and the medical team. They must communicate to him, know what to do. But there he is. Aban is talking off. That doesn't look good.
Yeah, not good at all. And the free kick for Lions.
And taken in there by Hennessy. Hennessy with a long earphone headed back to by Ali Mohammed. And has to focus on the ball now through to get the ball to his man, but that's always been pursuit. Aban is back on the field. Referee has blown for an infringement. There seemed to have been a push, and there was a push in fact on Asma. We see Asma of Artefok. So free kick for Artefok. And there he is. He seems to be wobbling really. He's not looking too fit. Talking about the captain for Lions, Aban Ebenezer. But let's see if he can carry on. Long ball across field. Headed out though by Enin, and out he goes for a throw in for Artefok. 44 minutes played in the first half. It starts to folk 1, Heart of Lions 0. The Akwi boys trailing.
Akwini
boys are trailing against the men from Newtown here in Accra. Heart to folk. Throw in picked up by Amankwa. He throws one down now. Ball cleared and out for what should be a corner kick. Corner kick it is for Heart to folk. The Phobians are gradually moving men to the penalty area of Heart of Lions. Corner kick for the Phobians. We're at a time now of 3 minutes for the first 45 minutes. At a time of 3 minutes. Corner kick for Heart of Folk. Behind the ball again is the Mokotoko player, Rocky Jamina. Rocky Jamina goes for the shot of option. Heart of Folk with the ball. I guess they're very much okay with the 1-0 they lead here. The man on the bust. Cross comes in now though, but headed out by Aban. Straight to Heart of Folk. And controlled now by Kwesi Asma. Asma turns beautifully. Gets the ball in full. Heart of Folk. Brilliant play from upon Afrani. But that could break down on the ball line is Freeman for Lions. His pass blocked and out he goes for a throw-in for Heart of Lions, who are trailing here to the goal from Ransford Mensah for Heart of Folk. Ball picked up by Danso for Lions. Throws one down to Hennessy. Hennessy looks for options. Long one from Hennessy. Ball will drop. Picked on by Lions. Original goes in, but that was a brilliant play from Muhammad Ali, the British goalkeeper, and that is Sharif, who saves goalie for Heart of Folk. Sharif rolls one down, left side, the goal scorer for Heart of Folk, Ransford Mensah. Mensah controls beautifully. Mensah on the ball still. Options, very few, so he has to go back. He does so. He goes back and finds Muhammad Ali, who now finds goalkeeper Sharif. Sharif back to Muhammad Ali. Ali controls and looks for options. He goes in full now. That was a poor one though. And straight to Eche. Eche will find Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa on the ball still, looking for options. He does so. He finds Attack, but Attack will break down for Lions. But Attack regains the ball for Lions. Attack controls the ball still. But beautiful recovery from Yao Amankwa.
Soy Aida, de Carglass. Si tienes un impacto en tu parabrisas, no esperes a que se rompa. Mejor, pide cita directamente en Carglass. Puedes hacerlo a través de nuestra web o por teléfono, eligiendo el día y la hora que mejor te vaya. Y no te preocupes por los trámites con tu seguro, que de eso nos encargamos nosotros.
Carglass cambia, Carglass repara.
Ahora en Carglass, por la reparación o sustitución de tu parabrisas, te regalamos una caja de herramientas Casals.
Dance to control the ball. He gets the ball to Obin Jr., but Attack again breaks down. On the ball now is Aban. Aban controls. Looks for options. Long one to the area. Can he get the ball to his man? Yes, he can. Controlled now by Lions. On the ball now is Damso. He goes back to Eche. Eche on the ball. Straight to Hennessy. Hennessy controls the ball. In the half of Heart of Folk. Back to Eche. Eche controls the ball. Look for options. Good one in field now to Panza. Panza on the ball now. Looks for options. Good one for Lions. Attack on the ball. Goes in full to Danso. looking for options. Options very few. Goes in full now. That's on the ball still. Express play to captain for the side. Aban shoots, and that was wasteful from Aban Ebenezer.
Ambitious but very wasteful, and that should bring us to the end of the first half. A good play from both sides, especially Lions. They had the intentions, they had that understanding, and they pressed across the hook very high, and it made across the hook, caused a lot of mistakes at the backside.
And the referee, Emmanuel Graham, class 1 referee, has blown for the end of the first 45 minutes here. And Hearts of Oak leads 1-0 against Pando Hearts of Lions.
Well, I think it's been a great game.
All right, so it is halftime now. It's 1-0, Accra Hearts of Oak leading. The Lions could not roar in the first half. Let's see how the second half panned out. So there you have on your screens. Though they are down by a lone goal, supporters of Pando Hearts of Lions still enjoying their Bobobo tunes there in the stands, and fans of Hearts of Oak also all there at the University of Ghana Stadium. So it's match day 1, match number 2 there. For you, it's Hearts of Oak hosts who are leading by a lone goal there in this particular fixture. So it was an own goal courtesy Ebenezer Aban, who is the captain, unfortunately, for Pando Hearts of Lions. Gentlemen, good to have you back again for the second half. We've seen how the first half panned out. If it's anything to go by, are we enjoying the fluidity? Would you say that the liberty is there? Are we likely to get it being won on the bench?
I think obviously it's been like that because I think the last chance that Heart of Lions had, we all shouting, why is he taking the ball back? But later, when you check the defensive shape of Heart of Oak, he had no option but to take the ball back. That's pure coaching. Heart of Oak, that's their strength. They have a solid manager who has been able to coach the boys to play his style of play. And I think, just as we alluded the last time, it's been a game. The margins and the scoreline clearly tell us that it's been a close margin. Heart of Lions had movements in the game. The first half, they had good counter breaks. They took advantage of defensive errors of the Hearts of Oak center backs because they are not experienced players. Because Esibe, who is the most experienced player in the team, is on the bench. So they took advantage of that, and Obin Jr. had a chance. But I think the decision was right. He tried to go once, but because the pitch is not good, the ball bounced and went away, awkwardly bounced and went away. But away from that, it's been a fair game. Both coaches, how they want to play has been moving on. Moment comes in, you play and try and get the goal. The goal that came in is football, is a set piece. I think Ebenezer Aban, who is a defender, he always wants to put in a head. He tries it, and unfortunately, there was too much power. I think it went into his net. I think if the goalkeeper had spoken louder, would have left it for him to make a save. And it happens. Defenders, great defenders, end up scoring them. So, but I think in summary, it's been a true reflection of the game. It's been a game of movement. Hasbrook just had a slight movement and they took advantage of it.
A game moment. Would you also say that looking at this game against the run of play, Hearts of Oak has proven that indeed they toppled over them in their Homo World Cup, and they're showing them that here also?
That's what I expected, because before we came to the game started, I said that's what is going to happen. Because if you look at the Hearts tactical play against Hearts of Lions, I think if they meet them in the league, they will still beat them. So if you look at the tactics of the game reflection of the game has been what we expected, because you see the Hearts of Lions, even though they are down by 1-0, they still play different from the Omu game. So I think that what Didi is trying to do is that Didi is trying to test his players ahead of the season, because this particular tournament is just to prepare the teams. I mean, to prepare the House of Oak team ahead of the new tournament. So for me, I think that House of Lions, they have to come back second half, trying to play the millful. And if you look at
so that's actually the goal.
The goal, yeah.
And the way it came in, that in-swinger, it was from a set piece.
Yeah, set piece.
And so trying to connect your head to clear it, or whether it was
his orientation was not good, because he's running towards his goal. That was wrong. He should balance and face the ball. You see,
Yeah. He should have.
Ideally, should balance and face the direction of the ball so that you can head it.
And
but he ran towards it.
Yeah, he ran towards it.
And then
so
that
obviously,
one, a quick touch,
it goes into your.
And most times, I think that our goalkeepers don't communicate to the defenders because this one, if the goalkeeper had communicated to the defender, he should have known how to defend.
Because if you watch the replay, also you have to give credit to the kicker.
Exactly.
Because it was a sharp kick. That any touch.
I think Rashford did well with
it was a very great kick.
Yeah.
So, even if he abandoned does not touch it, the Hasselhoff striker would have also
touched it. Yeah.
And in moments like you see when you are closer to the goal, the opponent's half, and you are making a cross, it has to be sharp.
Any mistake.
And then direct, because it can touch your player, the opponent's player, and then go straight into the net. It's a great kick. Unfortunately for Ebenezer, I think his shape, because he's supposed to be the last man, but if you check the defense line, he was even ahead of the other defenders. Because if ideally he was the last man, he would have just managed it and the goalkeeper would just come out and come and save it. And also, he didn't react very quickly. Because you could see if the highlight comes, he tried to take a step back, but the step was very slow. So the ball is always faster than
very faster than.
So you always have to make sure that you are in front of the ball than just running awkwardly towards it. It was a bad movement. Unfortunately for him, he has to just go out.
So what are we seeing in our defensive setup, if it's anything to go by? Especially this will reflect in how we perform in the CAF Champions League. Right. This reflects in how we perform in the league and even in other competitions. Are we not learning? I mean, what is really not the problem? You've been with Nations FC, so
right. I think our problem has always been the basics and the small things. And then I work with a coach, like a foreign coach in a team where he always had problem with the basic things. And I think most of our players, you see the difference between the players that have played in the academy system and those that have played in the traditional system is the basics. For us, back then, most of the coaches that train these young boys is in an area. You have money, you can buy ball.
Exactly.
And then you form a coach. You are a coach, you form a team. So we don't have most of the coaches that train these young players in our communities are not properly trained coaches with the basics. So when the player grows to a level that they struggle with the basics. So if now Europeans, they don't even like Ghanaian players that are above 18 because at that time they've outgrown their education. A typical example is Fatah Rishak when he went to Sporting. The Sporting coach then said clearly that he's talented, but he has a lot of education. His ball orientation, when to strike the ball, when to move, how to position yourself. This is the little thing that worries. Naturally, the talent, you already have it. The orientation, the basics. If you speak to Didi Dramani, Kasim Mengo, Maxwell Konodo, these experienced coaches, they will always tell you that one of the issues we have with our players is the basics. How to strike the ball, which leg to use, how to position yourself, a center back, how to defend the cross, how to take a defensive header, how to take an attacking header. You could see that the header looks more attacking
than clearing.
Another one, look at the Kotoko, the goal Kotoko conceded.
Yeah, I mean,
you're a defender. You are giving a back pass. The first thing is you don't give the pass into the goal. It should be the pass should be away.
Yeah, it should be
so
away.
That if there's any moment that the goalkeeper loses focus, the ball goes to corner. But you pass straight into your net.
And I think at a point he was not even watching.
He didn't want to just turn past the ball. That's like those are the small things that end up calling us. Just the difference between the game.
So this goes
into
say we don't have academies because the basic has been taught in academies. So he made a point about area coast. I mean, you buy a football or you just form the area boys. Then they started playing. One person has a folk or Kotoko. They came. They said they need this player. Meanwhile, the basic that my colleague is saying, there's no basic. Elsewhere, they teach them how when they pass the ball, where to control the ball, where to even play shot. You understand? You see players even using different sets left foot to play shot.
Yeah.
You understand? So these are the things that I mean. It's about the academies because when you look at House of Hope, the academy, I don't even know what is going on. When you look at all the clubs in the country, we don't have academy. I mean, under 18, under 19, under 20. Elsewhere, Chelsea has under 21. Manchester had under 21. You understand? So this has to do with the academies.
The youth,
we don't
like the
youth.
youth.
Yeah,
We
the
don't
youth.
have. But I think
I think the FA is
one thing that the FA is doing now, I think
is
we have to
doing
give credit
now.
to the FA with that. Because even now they've been running free courses for youth coaches.
Exactly.
That's how we need to do it.
Yeah.
Get the children to understand the football and the technique. When the person grows, as I was
it's not possible. And that's why I was about asking that. It's as though for the basics, we rather want to get the basics when we have outgrown
the system.
the system.
And it's not possible.
And it's
because if I learn how to strike the ball the wrong way and I go instinctively, that's how and football is like split seconds.
Exactly.
What comes into my mind, and that's what I do. If I don't have it instinctively, forget.
Which player balloon the ball to the stand? I think the ball even passed the stand.
I think Obin Junior.
Obin, yeah. I mean,
there was this European coach who said that if you want to score a goal, he was telling me, if you want to score a goal, just let the ball end. He said, just let the ball cross the line. You don't have to kill somebody. But our players, when they see the net,
I think it's an orientation growing up with. I mean, it comes with it, especially in areas as we're saying. But then we need to give credit also to the FA because they want to implement things like academies for making sure that clubs should have academies. You know, it's an intentional thing they're trying to implement because they realize that the basics, we've gotten it wrong. There have been cracks there. So to fix it or to get the fundamentals right, it's important that you implement such things or you enshrine it in there.
And just to add to, I think the clubs should comply.
Exactly.
Because if the FA, the Congress, they mentioned
come up with
have
it,
a division to have at least 19-year-old player in your starting 11. Just do it. Like it helps you yourself. You give these players opportunities to play, and sometimes they come out being the best players. And they are the most marketable players.
Sure.
Because Europe, they want young players because they have more span and they can play for a longer time. Have a lower team. It helps you. Because if you don't have a lower team, a team like Nations FC will go and pick a Division 2 player. They won't pay a lot of money for the player. Plays in the Premier League, shines, and you come and buy him for a lot of money. So you don't. If you scout and you have a youth team, at least you can promote 2 or 3 players. So what I will add is that the FA will set the rules, but they can't chase all the teams and say, "Hey,
they should chase them."
When your starting 11 comes, when your starting 11 is what you're saying is true, but also I think the club themselves needs to at least because every starting 11 they have to come and say, your starting 11, no under 18, so we won't let you play. Come on, I think you should.
I think you should.
Like they should try and at least understand and comply because at the end of the day, it helps us. We train these young players to understand the basics. Because if you watch our football, every Ghanaian, I always say that every Ghanaian is talented. Even in this room, we have 5 boys. If you come with a football, at least you find 2 people that know how to play. So naturally, we are talented. But the basics has always been our problem. If we can get the basics right, like we train the kids from under 12, under 10, under 19, a time will come. Imagine, look at Mohamed Kudus, for instance. He's so good that Richarlison is saying that he's a Brazilian. You see the level of, we are taking it for granted, but for a Brazilian to say that he thinks the African is a Brazilian, to tell Kudus is talented. He had the education. Look at him. It's a classical example of what we can get from players that went through the classical education.
That's true.
Look at Mohamed Kudus. Look at Enes Miyama.
Kamaldeen
Suleiman. Because they had the right education. If they have the ball, they are better than a lot of players. So if we can add the proper education, when to strike, when to pass, how to position yourself, what to do, the right leg to use. Look at Semenyo. Because of his coaching education, he strikes the ball and you don't even know whether he's a right-footed or left-footed. He has a Ghanaian blood. Once he gets the coaching education, he's superhuman. I think we need to add that. And the kind of players we will have, we'll be amazed by it.
Would we also say that, I mean, the long drought with regards to, or the drought with regards to how we perform in Africa has to do with because we got the basics wrong, or is just because our league really is not well positioned lately?
The 2 goals, we got the league wrong. Our league, there's no financial. I mean, nobody's willing to sponsor the league. We don't go in to buy foreign players. I don't remember the last time that the top 4 clubs has Kotoko. They went to buy Tunisian or Egyptian player. You understand? But we see the Arab, the
Brazilian player.
Oh, no. But
The
North African teams, they signed in $1 million, $500,000. You understand? So, and you see, seriously speaking, we still have a lot to do in our football. It's so painful when you're speaking about this. That is why I said to myself, the Club World Cup that we just watched recently, and we saw what the South African team, Sundowns, did. We saw what the Al Ahly they did. You know, I don't know how many years will it take us to get to that stage.
I'm sure it will not be so long.
It will be.
Let's see. Things are changing. The FA is implementing a few things. Let's see how the clubs also embrace it. But guys, we got to go now. Your quick predictions for the second half. First off, Mumin.
Yeah, I think House will add 2 goals to the second half, making 3. You know, initially I had first half win 1.
Okay.
So.
All right. For the investor, if you were listening, you could have gotten it. But
I don't think they'll be able to score that much goals. But Hasbrook will win. I expect Lions to at least come into the game. But Hasbrook win by 3.
All right. Okay. So wherever you're watching us from is the second half action as we're giving to you now. Is match day 1 and is the second game that we're bringing you. Is the second half action. Is the Ghalca 2025 top 4 game coming up. It's Hearts of Oak.
Player going out, Mauli Wayo. And of course, coming in for Hearts of Oak now is Hussein Mohammed. Hussein Mohammed in, Mauli Wayo out. And that player is coming on as well for Hearts of Oak. George Paku is coming on as well. So George Paku in. And player out, Kwesi Asma. So Kwesi Asma out, George Paku in. Last vocal said 2 players have come on for the team. As they look to cement their lead, there it is, Hussein Mohammed in with Mauli Wayo out and George Paku in. And out is Kwesi Asma. Game is underway here at the UG Stadium. Bismarck in on the left side for Heart of Lions. Gets the ball to Paul Atta. Atta back to Bismarck Enin. Enin back to his captain who is back and fully fit now. Aban with a long kick-out field and Sheriff comes out and will save coolly for Hearts of Oak. You're live on GH1 TV, live also on Star FM and all our other platforms on radio, English, Ultimate and Empire FM.
I think it's good that we're back and we see Captain Ebenezer Aban also back and strong. It wouldn't be so cool to lose him to injury at the stage of the season for his side. And I hope to see some good incursions from the Bandu lads at the last time that they played. That was on Sunday. We would give reference to Sunday because it was the last time that we saw the 2 teams meet. In the second half, we didn't see so much from Bandu Hearts of Lions. I hope that they'll be able to get something, in the second half.
An infringement it is for Heart of Lions. But a Hearts of Oak player is down the turf though. Player on the turf injured. And there he is. One of the new men who just came on, or has been on for a while. Enoch Esubontin. But there the man is George Paku, the man who just came on for Kwesi Asma. He's fresh and needs to bring some energy into the game. Let's see what he brings into that game. Free kick for Lions. Captain Aban. And then a replay of the action there and a free kick there. That's what happened. Attack brought down by Aban. Sorry, that's Duku rather. So play resumes. Hennessy with a long kick field now. Ball cleared by Ransford Mensah. Looking for the men in attack. Controlled beautifully by Hearts of Oak. The new man who just came on, one of the new men who just came on, Hussein, gets the ball in field now to Abdul Karim. To Hussein again now. Cross comes in and that was a poor cross. And now the ball will go for a goal kick for Heart of Lions. Ball rolled down by Lawrence Osei. He gets the ball to his man Danso on the right side. Danso back to Hennessy. Hennessy back to Lawrence Osei in goal for Lions. Osei locates captain for the side in Aban. Ebenezer back to Lawrence Osei in goal for the Kwandolat. He's pressed play now to Hennessy. Hennessy on the ball in his own half for Heart of Lions. Hennessy looks for options. Good one, it is. But ball has been blocked and straight to Benjina flicks the ball onto Freeman. Freeman shoots and it goes off target though for a goal kick.
I mean, he's been hoping and longing for a chance like this, and you can just see from him, he took that ball. He didn't raise his head. He knew where the goal would be. Well, but this time, he knew where the goal would be, but the ball went different ways, Benghazi.
Well, way off target from Freeman. Free kick for Hearts of Oak. Sharif. Goal kick for Hearts of Oak and Sharif with that long ball. For Hearts of Oak. Ball headed back by Danso Eche and tussle with Abdul Karim. That's Duku Rada Duku. An infringement for Eche and for Heart of Lions. I haven't seen so much from Duku this.
I mean, he's been around. He's been around, and that's what happens. Even in that game in the World Cup, we didn't see him so much. But the
player on the tape
when it needed, when it was required, he scored that goal, and so that is all about football for me. So you never know, he might get a chance and then score a goal and then put his name in the hearts of the fans of us.
An infringement for Lions, and again Bismarck in behind the ball for Pando out of Lions. He's been the man behind all free kick duties for Lions. He has men to look for in the box. Bismarck in. Can he get it right this time around?
Understand his nickname is Baba Rahman.
But that was an interesting one from Lions. He didn't go for the usual cross.
Yeah.
Went for a pass.
I think that was from the training ground. They wanted a set play, but Hearts of Oak were alert, and they twatted that they have a goal kick.
Effort thwarted by Hearts of Oak. Sharif with a long kick upfield now. Headed and ball drops. Bismarck in with a clearance for Lions. But it's clearance straight to a Hearts of Oak player, but referee has blown for an infringement though for Hearts of Lions. Aban behind the infringement for Pando out of Lions. Long ball looking for the runner for Bing Jr. Ball drops though, and it's saved there by Sharif. Sharif has been very, very busy this evening.
Yeah. I mean, when you are deputy to the Black Stars captain, the Black Stars goalkeeper and captain of the side, anytime you get the chance, you need to take it. And I think he's been first. I mean, he's taken it. It's been a fair game. He's had some few issues with the passing of the ball and all that, but so far so well. I mean, so far so good. He's handled it well.
Sharif again on the ball for Hearts of Oak. Sharif Schwab. Number 2 to Benjamin Asare. Goalie for the Black Stars. A poor pass, but luckily for them, ball has been cleared. It launched those straight with the Hearts of Lions player. Can he say? Chest the ball down, but straight to Hearts of Oak player, and Hearts of Oak are breaking into areas now. Hussein on the ball. Options, he picks one up on the left side. Can he get to the ball? Yes, he does, but Danso is first to that ball as he blocks his path, and so out the ball go. Ball is still in play though. Ball still in play. On the ball, Hearts of Oak now on the ball. Oh my word. Could not control, and out the ball has gone for a throw-in for Heart of Lions. Ball thrown down, and on the ball now is Lawrence Osei. Osei locates Captain Ebenezer Aban. Aban with a long kick looking for the run of Freeman, but that was too strong, and so straight to Sharif Bingo for Hearts of Oak.
I think the instructions have been to go long this time around and test the defense of, again, another chance there for Hearts of Lions. So they need to take these chances like this because it keeps falling to them. Hearts of Oak fumbling at the back, and then the ball falls to them. But their final decision, is what the issue is. Another chance.
This could be a chance though for Ben Jr., but ball has been cleared. And Hearts of Oak coolly clearing their lines. But whoa, that's an awkward one. So throw-in taken by Lions. Eche on the ball now. Cross come from Eche. It was a bit too high, and so it eludes all the attackers of Lions and straight to the Hearts of Oak player. Rocky Jamina turns around beautifully, locating his man on the left side. Good play from Rocky Jamina. This could be a chance for Hearts of Oak. A pass looking for Duku. controls the ball in attacking areas, but he has to go back. He does go back. The attack obviously has broken down. We need to restart the attack. Hartlepool to Ransford Mensah. Mensah goes in full now to Karim. Back to Mensah. Mensah looks for options. His pass is not too aiming for anybody. And so attack breaks down. And Lions on the ball now through Abba. That's Atta. Atta's been brought down. And referee to say, look at to Abdul Karim. Karim Abdul picks a yellow card. There is again now. He was way behind. There to foul Pansa. And so Karim picks a yellow card for that infringement.
Well, Hartlepool scored from a
yellow card confirmed there.
Hartlepool scored from a free kick. A chance for Lions to also maybe get one from a free kick as well. Let's see what happens then.
Let's see if they can produce some magic here. Ball comes in a good one, but headed out powerfully by the defense, led by captain for the side, Opon Afrani. On the ball, nice for being junior. Crosses blocked, and out he goes for a throw-in for Hartlepool. Throw-in for Hartlepool. What is this confusion all about?
A referee would obviously have the final say.
Absolutely. So Yao Amankwa Berfi pick the ball up for the throw-in for Hartlepool. Berfi will throw one in. Looking for his man up front, but headed back by Bismarck in for Lions. Ball drops in the area of Lions though. Control beautifully by Danso. Danso on the ball on the right side. He comes in for a beautiful play from Danso. He now gets the ball to his man, locating captain for the side, Aban, Ebenezer. Ebenezer Aban on the ball for Heart of Lions. Very few options to pick from. So on the ball still for Lions. He now gets the ball to his man on the left side in Bismarck Enin. Enin's press play. Long one from him. Looking for the run of Freeman. The ball will be cleared by Afrane for a throw-in for Heart of Lions. Opon Afrane, former King Faisal player, now playing for Hartlepool and captaining them today or this evening at the EGG Stadium in the top four encounter between them and of course Heart of Lions. This could be a chance for Lions. Enin to Freeman. Freeman and referee has blown for an infringement for Heart of Lions.
He's very short, but very petty. And you would see that he's very, very unsure to have an impact in today's game. I mean, a very tricky one there. Or maybe he got the ball. Maybe Frank Duku got the ball. But there is another foul by Frank Duku. And, I mean, from the first half, what we saw, maybe he should be very careful because the next one would attract a yellow card.
You're doing a lot of defensive duties or work today for Hartlepool. Duku, Frank, he's a forward. Former player of Vision FC, now with Hartlepool, scored on Sunday against Lions. But you have to get a goal in the game today. So free kick for Lions. Enin behind the ball. And Sharif is very ready as well in goal for Hartlepool. Enin has options together with who will it be? Enin is in there. A good one and is parried out by Sharif. Done so with effort. Look at it. Good one on target and Sharif with a save for Hartlepool. Corner kick for Heart of Lions.
I mean, it just needed that bend on it, and the goalkeeper was right there. And I mean, the taller goalkeeper would have even dropped that in the first instance. So a good free kick from Heart of Lions. Gradually, they're getting closer to getting the equalizer if they keep playing like this.
Again, it's Bismarck in. Well, substitution has been affected by Lions. Player out is Atta. Atta is out.
And I think Kwesi Pong is on.
Kwesi Pong has come on for Atta, who is out. So corner kick for Lions. Bismarck referee having a word with Aban and Abdul Karim. Look at that. The tussle between those two is interesting. Corner kick will come in from Bismarck Enin. A lot of movement in the penalty box of Hartlepool. It's a poor effort from ending this time round and is declared by Hearts of Oak.
Poor one for him. A lot of men in the box, and you see the battle ongoing. I mean, when you anticipate a battle like this, all you need is a very good cross. And you look at the man, Freeman again. He's gone in to pick the throw. I tell you that this striker is going to be in the heart of Banduat of Lions fans when the season begins, because he's very, very dedicated.
Chance for Freeman. The shot coming in from him, but he misses their targets and out for a goal.
He took a throw, came into the box, and then hit the shot again. And that tells you about his eagerness and readiness, to just make an impact for the Akwini boys. He's
so eager to make a good impression on his new employers. Chancey Freeman. Oh, this could be a gift. Chance for Lions. Hit it upright. And cleared by Afrani Opon. That was Kwanzaa. Look at it. Sharif with a gift of a pass straight to Kwanzaa. That's rather Aqua. Asias Aqua. And his effort coming off the upright. That should have been a leveler for Lions.
That should have been it. I told you that when they play like this, they are getting close to the equalizer, and the corner comes in Ben.
This could be a chance of drops, and again, Freeman with a connection, but over the upright for a goal kick. Meanwhile, the big man is on the sideline, ready to come on.
Well, when it gets like this, you need to call on the big boys, and Coach Masudi Dramani obviously not in the short of viewers, but then we see that yes, Kelvin Oseisibe arriving now to calm things down in defense, because they're looking a bit jittery, a lot of fumbling in there. And I would see Rocky Dramania out, so maybe they might move to a 3-back system because a midfielder out for another defender means that we will see 3 defenders in. If probably one of them will move into midfield, we might actually see Abdul Karim move into midfield or a 3-back system. We've seen them play under Didi Dramani. The World Cup as well, and sometimes in the President's Cup.
So Osayas Calvin in for Jamina Rocky. So long kick from Sharif. Ball drops and declared by Bismarck in for Lions. That's offside. That should be offside clearly. Freeman was clearly offside. He got into play, so he's offside. Freeman is a Liberian international.
Understand that he's the deputy captain of the Lone Stars of Liberia.
And he has signed on for Heart of Lions for the
from
upcoming
Watanga,
season.
FC Watanga in Liberia.
We're live on GH1 TV. 60 minutes now played. Hearts of Oak 1, Heart of Lions 0. Long ball to the Lions house. Controlled and cleared now by Lions. Ball drops though. Ball still in play. Referee has blown for an infringement. There seems to have been a push on Danso, who want to kindly to that push from the Hearts of Oak attacker. That's Rand Sportmensa. Game restarts in his own area comfortably. It's Lawrence offside with the ball. Lawrence looks for options. Long one from him. Noted down by Kelvin Osei with his first touch. Ball in the midfield. Lions. Aban with a long kick. It's good. Ball drops. This could be a chance. And Sharif is first to that ball. Beautiful play from Sharif. The goalie for Hearts of Oak came out of the penalty area and was first to that ball.
Good goalkeeping from him. And I think that in the Ghalca top 4 today, we've seen brilliant goalkeeping from the goalkeepers, and then of course the timing of the runs. It was timely. He came out, he made sure that he was there before the attacker got there, and then even he didn't panic. He just sent another pass in just that he didn't find his target. But I think that it was good timing from Sharif.
Sharif again with a long kick upfield, headed back by Ebenezer Aban from Lions. Headed back again by Ransford Mensah. Ball drops to Duku. Duku gets the ball in, but they've lost out, and Lions are back on the ball now. Has to poke through Kelvin Osesibe, will clear the lines. Ball drops, and again the flick or the connection wasn't good. Ball cleared by Duku, and out he goes for a throw-in. Thrown in by Dance Wickley. Gets the ball to his man, and that's Obing back to Hennessy. Long one from Hennessy, straight to the Hasbrook defense line. Controlled beautifully by Opong Afan, who has moved to the midfield now. So Opong has come to midfield, leaving the back for Ali and Calvin Osesi. Hasbrook on the ball. Long ball looking for the Phobians trying to break through. 2-on-1 at the moment. And the attack will break down for us. But that's the knockers of one thing. To knock out his opponents. Open Junior on the ball now for Lions. Looks up, sends a long one up for looking for Freeman. Sharif could be in trouble here. Chance for Lions, a 4-1 from.
They are too eager to score, Ben.
Oh my.
Too eager to score. I mean, obviously, when the keeper comes out, you need a chance like that. But then look at the goalkeeper. He came out again. We talked about timing. The timing was right, but the final decision making was poor. And all he needed to do was just find his opponent or put it over the head of Calvin Osesibe. And
a chance till Freeman goes in across now. Ball is cleared by Hasselhoff. The House defensive shell or shield looking resolute as we speak, holding their own. It's 1-0 for Hasselhoff over Lions. Samuel Kwanzaa had a chance for Lions, but his connection not good enough, easily cleared by the Hasselhoff defense.
Well, you'd have to go back to 2014 when Kwanzaa of Lions beat Accra Hearts of Oak here in Accra. Obviously, they've had wins in Kwando, but then for an away win here in Accra, you'd have to go all the way to 2014. The last time they beat Kwando Accra Hearts of Oak was just on the 15th of that was September 2024 last season. Yes, in the first leg when they met in the Ghana Premier League, Hearts of Lions beat Hearts of Oak 2-0. Then on the 31st day of January, we saw Hearts of Oak beating Hearts of Lions by 1-0. So I think
ball over the top for Hearts of Oak. Cross comes in now from Ransford Mensah, but headed out by Hennessy. It drops to Hearts of Oak though. Can they mix or whip some magic from this attempt? But they have to go all the way back, and they do so. Opong Afrani controls the ball and finds Ali. Mohammed Ali gets the ball back to Calvin Osei-Esibe. Esibe on the ball now. Long ball from him, looking for the run to Esubonting. Ball has been cleared though, and out he goes for a goal kick for Kwando Hearts of Lions.
Right, so Lawrence Osei screaming, and then some communication from Captain Ebenezer Aban. We can also see some players, warming up, and there you have them Polo Ejay, and then of course Anthony Owusu going to come in to do battle for the Lions. Let's see if they can get a raw, and then it's
so Kwanzaa is going out, replaced by Owusu. Anthony Owusu coming on for Samuel Kwanzaa, and also player coming out for Lions in is Polo Ejay. I love his name, man. Polo Ejay is also in for Heart of Lions. They are looking at getting themselves level in this game. They trailed the Phobians by a goal to 0. There it is. Anthony Owusu out, or in rather, Boama Samuel Kwanzaa out for Heart of Lions. Game that's resumed. Calvin Osei-Esibe seems to have come up worse of a tackle, and he's clearly feeling it. An infringement it is for Hearts of Oak. So the 3 back for Hearts of Oak now. Calvin on the right, Ali in the middle, and Afrani on the left. Osei-Esibe, as always, very, very strong in defense. Get the ball off goal now. Beautiful play from Hearts of Oak. From Amankwa Yao. Gets the ball up goal now. Ball drops. The Lions will try and clear the lines. But ball drops to Ransford Mensah with a shot. And how to go for.
You look at the midfield of Kwando of Lions. Obviously, they miss the services of Ishmael Ado, who we know to be that simple and cute midfielder who will be there delivering additional passes. And then, of course, it's the debut for the new player, Eche Dougli, who has not been bad at all. But then I think that the first half, they had clear-cut chances to get the win, and then they hit the post in the second half as well. Football has not been fair. And of course, football would always not be fair.
Absolutely. Sharif saves that goalie for Hearts of Oak. He will have to restart the attack. He drops the ball Sharif, we're long kick upfield now. You're live on Star FM, live on Ultimate, live also on Empire FM, and we're live on GH1 TV. An infringement for Hearts of Oak in midfield. They will all leave it for Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali with a quick one instep, gets the ball back to Abdul Karim. Karim with a long upfield now. Headed back though by Aban Ebenezer. Flicked on by Ransford Mensah. Headed back by Eche. Straight to Ransford, and referee has blown for an infringement for Hearts of Lions.
Oh, getting close to the 70th minute mark, and just like we saw in the first game, the team that had the most chances, the clearest of chances that could have gone on to win the game, conceded a goal, and then same thing has happened to Kwandu Hearts of Lions here. But then it would mean that Hearts of Lions will go on top of the Ghalca League, the top 4 table, and then we'll be on top, and we would also would go on top, and then it depends on how the goals will go. I think for now it should be the Diani Gold Stars.
For now, we know that goals, if it ends this way, Gold Stars will be on top, will be on 3 points.
Yeah, and Lions and Kotoko, who face each other next Friday, would have no points.
Chance for Kwando to change the story here. Oping Jr. He cannot get onto that ball. The attack will break down. Yao Amankwa Fairfield lose out. Hearts of Oak lose out. And on the ball now is Enin. Bismarck. Back to Bismarck. Enin. Ball cleared though. And the king of the ball here of Bismarck again. So throwing for Hearts of Oak. Very tired. Very, very tired. He looks Enoch Esubontain. He's been working all over the place. Enoch Esubontain. Yawa Mankwa Befi, the right back for Hearts of Oak, picks the ball up for this throwing. He throws one down. Mankwa Befi with a clearance for the Phobians. Ball drops, headed on, but straight to Ransford Mensah for Hearts of Oak, straight to Hennessy. Hennessy controls and finds Danso on the right side. Danso back to Eche midfield. Eche will locate his on the right side now. Good play from Hearts of Lions. Beautiful play from Polo Eche. Back to Eche. Eche on the ball to his man, locating Aban. Aban pressed beautifully, but straight to the head though of that's Ransford Mensah for Hearts of Oak. Straight, they will lose out. On the ball now is Polo. Polo Eche. Back to midfield now. Hennessy looks for Aban. Aban controls the ball in his own half. He has to go back. He does so, and he finds Eche. Eche back to. This is a good play from Lions, looking to break the attack. Pass a 4-1. 4-1 from him and straight to goalie for Hearts of Oak. Sharif keeping goal to the head of Benjamin Asare. And he has been very, very busy in the game today. Eche with a header. The Phobians are on the ball still, but attack will break down. Eche controls the ball now. Looks for Freeman, gets the ball to Freeman. Freeman gets the ball in field now to Polo. Polo gets the ball to the left side now. Gets the ball to his man Anthony Owusu. Owusu back to Danso. Cross comes in, headed by Freeman, but straight out of touch for a goal kick for Accra.
I mean, with his height and how he still goes for every ball, he still just shows the eagerness to come for every ball, and a good work from Freeman so far. But then substitutions for Accra Oak. And then, of course, we see the likes of number 6 shirted Emmanuel Amankwa coming on. And you talked about tiredness. Yes, Esubontain is so tired. And Martin Kakari would also be coming on.
So Esubontain out, Kakari in, and there it is. Esubontain going up for Kakari. And then also very strong defender Emmanuel Amankwa coming on for another tiring Befi Amankwa. So Amankwa Befi out. Amankwa Emmanuel in for right back. Kakari in as well for Hearts of Oak for Esubontain. Let's see what these two boys or players also bring there for Hearts of Oak. On the ball, Eche trying to look for Obenjuna, who has been very, very quiet in the game today, though.
He had some chances in the first half, the ball to him. Good play in the first half. But the second half, it's been very, very quiet. And I mean, at this stage, you can see that Hearts of Oak are managing the game, trying, still playing. But then with this 3-back system, they don't put a lot of men forward and leave spaces behind, as we saw in the first half.
So Hearts of Lions with the ball in their own half through Befi Bismarck to Polo. Polo on the ball now, but attack will break down. Actually, smart and gets to the ball ahead of all others. Actually locates his man in attacking areas, but attack again now breaks down. Stop there by that's indeed upon Afrani for Hearts of Oak. But Lions have the ball again in their half now through Hennessy. Hennessy with a long kick, but the ball again will be stopped by the Phobians, who are now trying to create a new move now. Hussein on the ball now for Hearts of Oak. Hussein has little options. He has 2 men around him, and the attack will break down for Hearts of Oak. Aban looks for options. Gets the ball in field now to Anthony. Anthony with a good ball over the top looking for Obin Jr. A ball be cleared now by Kelvin Osei SCB. For a player of the experience of Obin Jr., he needs to step up a bit at this stage. Let the experience begin to show for his team, Hearts of Lions. Lions have the ball in their own half still. Bismarck heading. He has to go back. He does so and finds Eche on the ball now to Hennessy. Hennessy seems to have switched positions with Captain Aban, who wants to go forward a bit now. Aban on the ball. Now to his man, that is Danso on the right side. Danso on the ball still. Can he outwit his opponent? Danso on the ball for Hearts of Oak, but attack will break down, and Duku will give the ball away so easily. On the ball now is Anthony. And again, what's happening? Look at that again. The players just keep giving the ball away.
Offside against guess who? Freeman. 74 minutes of play done, and I think that in a way, with the substitutions that we've seen now, the format is there. You see Coach Masudi Dramani, and with his 3-back system, they want to accommodate. They know that Hearts of Lions will come at them. They want to accommodate them. They will not send a lot of men up front. In the first half, we saw how they played out from the back, and it was all a bit small. I mean, a lot of chances fell to Lions right that first half, and they didn't take them. But I think that the way Hearts of Oak have managed this second half, if they continue so, they should be able to keep this 1-0 lead and get their first 3 points.
Throw in for Hearts of Oak. 75 minutes played here at the Legon Stadium. 15 minutes to go. Yeah, second game of the day. Hearts of Oak lead 1-0 against Hearts of Lions. The Phobians moving up again, but attack again breaks down. Bismarck innings pass though is poor straight to SCB. And SCB crosses lines and out he goes for a throw-in.
You know, you'd always get that from him. No nonsense clearance from SCB. He would always balloon it. Fair safety first, and then I mean he's obviously in to do that for the Rainbow Boys.
Hostel Lawrence with a long kick field straight to his colleagues in midfield though. Eche with a clearance and straight though to Sharif. Sharif controls and saves fully for Hearts of Oak. He rolls one down. He finds Muhammad Ali. Back to Sharif. Hearts of Oak. He looks up, balloons one field, headed powerfully by Amankwa Emmanuel, straight to Abdul Karim. Karim will find Osei SCB Kelvin. Loses out to Freeman. Freeman with a cross, but nobody there. Ball will drop and will be cleared by Opon Afrani for Hearts of Oak. But that was a chance for a Freeman and Hearts of Lions.
He was too relaxed. But then he tells you again about the man, the Liberian, and how eager he is. He's still running. It's 76 minutes, but then he's been all over the defense. He's been on the right side, been on the left side, and then he's been through the middle as well. And it would just be fair to get a reward for his hard work this evening.
Let's see if you get a reward for all the hard work he's put in today. Freeman, the man from Liberia who plays for Lions. Eche again with a pass, good one. The referee has blown for an infringement on Obeng Jr. for Heart of Lions.
Very, very strong Obeng Jr. And one of his, best places to receive the ball with his back to goal. And one of the ways to stop him is just to bring him down or hold him. And then you see, he would always cause a foul against this tough former Rebel boy who now plays for the Lions.
An infringement. Would this be the moment where Heart of Lions will be able to pull Chestnut out of the blazing fire? Let's see. It's a man again. Freeman behind the free kick. Can he free the men from Pando? Let's see what they can orchestrate. I can also see Danso around as well. So it's Freeman, Danso, and Eche.
Yeah. So they would have a PTA meeting and have some discussions, deliberations, and they know that the time is not on their side. And if they get a goal, they need to get it before 90 minutes.
Who will it be? Danso, Eche, Freeman. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Danso. It's Freeman, and he misses that post by some inches.
Yeah, it was not a bad one. It was not a bad one. Sometimes when the ball comes across that way, and I thought he would go try to bend it, and he went for power and see if goalkeeper Sheriff would be up to the task. But then the ball had different direction.
Different direction altogether, but on the ball now is Lawrence to Eche. Eche goes down, represents what? An infringement awarded Heart of Lions. But that was quite dangerous, a pass from Oli to Eche.
Yeah.
Hennessy now locates Enin. Enin back to Hennessy. Hennessy controls the ball. Hennessy controls. Ball's been cleared by Osei and out he goes for a throw-in. Osei with the clearance there for Hearts of Oak.